Hi, and welcome to the 10-10-Diverse Show, episode 76. Believe it or not, it's the third show I've done today, so I'm maybe a bit tired or run down in this one, but I'll crack on. Coming up first, we've got 12 artists tonight from Louisiana, return to the show for Brad James Swallow. He's actually at work and he's taking time out to come into the show. So, Brad, who are you as an artist and why did you cover the song The Thrill Is Gone, B.B. King special?
I'm just a Louisiana blues artist, and always been a real big fan of B.B. King, and I was lucky I got to meet him on several occasions, and that's on my No More Blues disc. That's actually the first disc I put out, and I just decided to do that. I had two other covers on it, and the rest was originals. But I've always been a huge fan of B.B. King.
Dude, you're absolute legend. You're blues personified. We've done 4 episodes of 10-10 Blues. Brad's on every one of them. The man's fantastic. Sit back and enjoy. The Thrill Is Gone cover by Brad James Swallow. One love, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Brad James Swallow, ladies and gentlemen. You have to check out his other stuff, his originals. He's just magnificent artist. So this is how we'll do it. Kimbo's the co-host. He's going to leave a little comment to all of you, and he'll reach out to you and start promoting you in Florida tomorrow. And then the next guest, who is Christine. So Kimbo, then Christine, what was your thoughts on Brad's track? Well, I'll load up Christine's song.
Definitely had some awesome guitar. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say Christine?
Sorry, Kimbo, then Christine. I'm sorry. I kind of always cause
no problem.
Because my accent.
Awesome guitar. I gotta say that. But you made it your own, I think, through the vocals. I mean, you used some effects there, so you had a little bit more reverb. But yeah, you killed it. I mean, that was BB, but you made it your own too, which is, I mean, that's kind of the whole idea when you cover. Everybody thinks that you're supposed to cover something, it's supposed to sound exactly like the artist, but you make it your own, and then you got the passion for it. So I think it was very well done. Nice job, Brad.
Thank you. We even did a different bass line on that song, and the drummer played it a little different. It's unique.
Awesome, man.
Christine, over in Boston, what was your thoughts there?
Yeah, no, I loved it. I love the blues. It makes me want to go back to listening to the blues because I haven't for a while. I liked that it sounds live, like I like that sound of just feel like I'm there, and yeah, I'd second everything Kimbo said. Great guitar playing, great vocals. I love your voice. So yeah, great job. I'd like to hear more.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, well said. But Brad, I hope you can hang around as long as possible. Christine's up next, and obviously you're at work, dude, but I don't know how long you can take for your lunch break. But how does everyone find you, Brad, at the end of your section? Let us know if you've got a website or the best social medias to get you on, Brad.
You can find me on Facebook, and I'm on all the streaming services from Spotify to YouTube. I'm on Twitter. Basically, just search my name, Brad James Swallow, and it'll come up.
Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you. Until the next time, Mr. Blue is Brad James Swallow, Louisiana. So from Louisiana over to Boston, it's a debut for Christine Elise. I hope you can correct me. She's joined the music family, one of the few who does before they come on and actually be featured. So heart goes out to you. Introduce yourself. Who is Christine Elise, and what's the story behind your song Circles?
So yeah, I singer-songwriter. I mostly sing, but I like writing lots of different genres. But this song I produced over the pandemic. And this song I wrote years ago about, I tend to write a lot of dramatic stuff, not everything, but this one's one of those more dramatic ones. After I got divorced years ago, I just was kind of lost and trying to find my way. I'd been a stay-at-home mom and, been doing music part-time and was worried I wouldn't be making enough money by just doing music. So, that's an ongoing struggle, but yeah, just trying to find my way. So the name of the song is Circles, and I was just going in circles, going crazy, trying to figure out where to go. So yeah.
I think that'll be quite relative to lots of people in this world. Christine, it's an honor to have you here. She's absolutely world class. If you're not acquainted with Christine's music yet, sit back and enjoy. This one's called Circles. One love.
Feeling sad 'cause my life is broken. I don't know just which way to turn. I try to find peace, but it doesn't last long. So all I can think to do is write a song. Maybe through the melody I can figure it out. Maybe someday soon it'll work itself out. All I know is I'm running in circles, neither here nor there, living in limbo's a no man's land, going nowhere. Just maybe through the melody I can figure it out. God, I hope someday soon it'll work itself out. Oh, all I know is I'm running in circles, neither here nor there, neither here nor there. Living in limbo's a no man's land. I just can't bear. I know I'm running in circles. Going nowhere. I know I'm running in circles. All I know, I'm running circles. All I know, I'm running in circles. All I know, I'm running in circles. Nor
That bit of an outro there. Just absolutely beautiful. Someone said Karen Carpenter. I think it was Craig. You're on that level, if you ask me. Just absolutely fantastic. I just had to rejig it. Craig, you're meant to be up next, but Bria has to get back to work. So we're just going to go Bria and then Craig. So if that's okay. So Kimbo and then Bria. What was your thoughts on that track while I load up Bria's song?
Well, I think the title "Circles" was apropos. I mean, that was the perfect title for that song. You know, you mentioned the pandemic and divorce. I mean, talk about being alone, you know, because you couldn't interact with people. So I love the fact that the vid also kind of gave us that feeling right from the start. You know, first of all, a black and white in a plowed field, but there's nothing growing there. Then in the salt marsh, you know, but again, alone. So I mean, you know, anybody who's going through a divorce anyway, whether there's a pandemic or not, you still have that feeling, and you want to believe, but you know, it's tough. And again, at the end, you find yourself at that gate and you can't get through it. So, you know, you perfectly, as far as I'm concerned, took that subject and nailed it. Okay. And you got that great natural falsetto too. So all great, man.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Well said, Mr. Kimball. Bria, what was your thoughts there before we get to your section, dear? And sorry, I should have explained it to you. Most people know once you've been on a show that they take about an hour or so, but it's your debut, so of course you can go next. Bria, Cheri in New York. What was your thoughts on Christine's song there?
The song was great. It was well written. Her voice, the resonance, the energy, everything was on point. So it's a great song.
Thank you. Yeah, I
Well
don't know
said.
if anybody else had trouble with it coming through. Like it was really
Well,
skipping a lot for me, but yeah.
see what happens, right? See when we go live, I mean, it all depends on everyone's signal, what you guys see, but I'm recording it here, and as long as I see it okay, it records okay, as in whenever anyone watches it from this moment forward. So when there is a signal, sometimes you will see it bad your end, but 9 times out of 10 the show's perfect on the recording side of it. So Christine, how does anyone contact you? Do you have a website, or what's the best means of contact if anyone wants to reach out to you?
Yeah, I mean, you could go to my main website, which is christineelise.com. And there's a lot of links from there. I have a YouTube channel with a lot more videos, and Spotify, iTunes, all that. So, and
You
Instagram.
get some fantastic jazz stuff. I can't wait to get you on the next jazz show. So, Christine, Elise,
Thank
until the
you.
next time.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
Pleasure. From Boston, Massachusetts, over to New York. It's New York takeover night today, so it is. Bria, Cheri, could you introduce yourself? Who is Bria, Cheri as an artist? What's the story
Yeah.
behind the song? Don't worry. Yes, Bria.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I've been making music for a long time. I started learning how to play piano when I was 3. I've been doing piano, singing for a long time, performing at different spots in the city, different like open mics, things like that, just getting my name out there. I've recently put out a project like last year. I have like 3 projects out. So my music is on all of the platforms and all of that. Me as an artist, I I'm very expressive. Like I talk about things that are true to me, like looking for love, wanting love, different side feelings I have when it comes to like trying to make it in the industry. So like I write a lot about things that I'm going through. And so my goal is to have people relate to that and connect with it. So it comes back to full circle to Don't Worry, where it's talking about love and showcasing a healthy relationship, which I think is not really talked a lot about in music today. Like everything is very toxic and nobody really knows what love is anymore. So I was trying to like steer that viewpoint to something more positive. So
Hey, and you've done just that. Without further ado, let's get acquainted with Bria Cheri and her song called Don't Worry. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
G Productions. Wow. In and out you go, pieces of you all in my mind. Better bring your A game because your girl is ready to play. And I hope that you're here to stay. I'll fulfill you in every way. Motions and oceans, I can feel it all in my toes. Boy, you give me that feeling when I'm with you, can't let you go. Oh, even when I'm away, love will remain. No lies, don't play. Don't worry when I'm with you. Even when I'm away, love will remain. No lies, don't play. Don't worry when I'm with you.
Hey, boo.
What's up, lady?
Listen, I need you to come home early. I got something special for you.
You got something special? I might leave right now.
They say they really don't know till you know. Love is a fire about to explode. Explode, explode. It feels so fast, but it's moving so slow. And we don't really know until we let go. Even when away, love will remain. No lies, don't play. Don't worry when I'm with you. Even when away, love will remain. No lies, don't play. Don't worry when I'm with you. It's on you. Make your move. Maintain my love. Show and prove. Even when away, love will remain. No lies, don't play. Don't worry when I'm with you. Even when away, love will remain. No lies, don't play. Don't worry when I'm with you.
Bria Cheri, everybody. Absolutely fantastic. I'd like to welcome my amigo, Mr. Paul Mash. He does his own TV thing here. I don't know what happened. Maybe his signal's quite bad. Kimbo, then our next guest, Craig, Kung Fu Jesus. What was your thoughts there, Kimbo?
Well, I think, you said that you made expressive music and that no one really knows what love is anymore. I mean, we were having this conversation, my wife and I, the other day. It's just a matter of nobody even says please or thank you anymore. Everybody's just so hot-headed. But I like the fact that what you did here, you had a nice, slow, introspective beat to it. Okay. I also like the add of the echo. It gave it the perfect urban sound, I thought. Plus, you added the phone call. I mean, that guy's running home right now. Very, very enjoyable piece. I loved it. And the background of the city through the windows. Beautiful job. Nice job, Bria.
Thank you so much.
Well said, Kimbo. Well said. Kung Fu Jesus in Scotland. What was your thoughts there, my brother?
I thought the production was amazing. I really like the sound she was using. Who produced it? Did you produce it yourself?
No, it was from a guy named Raphael Gibbs. He goes by RG, the producer. He's based in Brooklyn. So.
Aye, awesome. Like, it's great song, great production. I can't say anything else. The video was awesome as well. You look really hot.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's what I was thinking, Craig, Beyonce or something like that. You know what I mean? It's, you've done well, Bria. Bria, Cheri, how does anyone find you there, Darren? Do you have a website, or what's the best way for anyone to contact you?
Yeah, the best way to contact me is through Instagram or Twitter at Bria Cheri _. I'll put it in the chat. But my website is currently like being worked on right now. So the best way to find me is on Instagram and Twitter at Bria Cheri _, or you can check out my music on all of the platforms. I'm really trying to get people to start buying the music now. So like go to iTunes and buy it, because these streaming services are not paying artists at all. So
Absolutely. I think we should cause a mass exodus if it's possible, because you know, people don't want to be signed by record labels, but then you go with distribution companies that don't even allow you to promote your own music. They copyright you if you go on shows like this you know, the music industry sucks, and my life's mission is to change it, and I'm not stopping. Honestly, Bria Cheri, I won't call you Cheri again. I'm sorry. Until the next time, dear. Thank you very much.
thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good one, everyone.
Same to you. Enjoy your work. Nah.
Right.
So that was quite bad. So from New York over to Scotland, I'm very, very, very happy to have Craig, Kung Fu Jesus Snape, on the show. Craig's been in the family for a couple of years. This song is absolutely fantastic. Introduce yourself as an artist and tell me the story behind your song, Let the Sun Shine.
It was a long time since I've wrote it, so I don't really know what the fuck it's about anymore, to be honest. It's kind of anti-technocrat and pro-God, pro-love, and my kind of take on the world going to a very dark place, really. You know what I mean? The kind of Black Mirror, Big Brother state, and then try to get out of that stuff. A big shout out to Terry Finch, by the way, man. Really like your songs.
Hey, I noticed that the two of you were on the show together, and I'm going to put Terry on after you. I'm going to put Terry and then ZeXzy, because I know that you two have found each other quite cool.
Working class Tory voters, brilliant, man. Love it. It's a great song.
Hey,
Oh, thanks.
honestly, Craig, do you know something? Like, see, when you wrote these songs 10 years ago, I bet you people would look at you like, he's not just got this song, he's got 4 or 5 songs that basically tell you what's happening to us nowadays.
Smartphones is another one.
Honestly, the guy's incredible. Let's just sit back and enjoy Kung Fu Jesus music, right? And it's called Let the Sun Shine. Craig, love you to bits, brother. And yeah, sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Hey, maybe the man with the best name in the business, Kung Fu Jesus, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And you know, he doesn't call himself that for nothing. You know, see, where we are both from is a little town in Scotland called Carluke, and there's about 40 or 50,000 people in it. And I could have beat up every single one of them if I had to, but apart from this guy, Craig, Kung Fu Jesus, he's a good guy, tough as nails. Love you to bits, Craig. Kimbo, what's your thoughts? And then Terry, you're the next guest. So Kimbo, then Terry, what was your thoughts there, guys?
Well, what hit me right off were your vocals. I mean, you have that deep voice, but yet it's light and airy, you know? First thing I thought about was Psychedelic Furs, kind of the style and that deep voice, but also a little bit of Bowie, you know? If you don't mind me saying that. I mean, generally everybody thinks Bowie is on the upper range, but he had a lot of deep vocal stuff too. I think Andrew said the anime really added to it, and I agree with him totally. I mean, it just made it upbeat, and even though there were some areas towards the end, maybe again had to be a little introspective, people leaving, coming, going, being out there on their own, but very well done, man. I loved it. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Let the sun shine, you know. Actually, it's one of the songs that even when the volume's low, it makes the hairs in my arms and that stand up, Craig. It does.
Good.
Honestly. And the man who's going to comment on your next, every one of your songs does the same thing to me. Terry Finch, what was your thoughts here on your newfound friend that I put you in? You have only been text friends now, you've met each other. Terry Finch, what was your thoughts here?
Yeah. Oh God, excuse me. If I sound terrible because I've got the flu at the moment, so I'm not.
Hey, it's all right because you look great. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Thank you. yeah, it was really good. I mean, I hate comparing people to other things because I always hate it when people do that to me. It reminds me of this. It reminds me of that. But I thought of the Stranglers actually.
I love the Stranglers.
Yeah, I did. I heard that in there. I thought there's an influence there. The Stranglers. But yeah, it's a really, really good melody as well. Like, you know, and it's still in my head as well. It's there, you know. Yeah, it's a great song. I love it.
Thanks. Means a lot coming for you, Terry.
Cheers, thank you.
Hey, Craig, wait till you see what's coming up next.
Good, man. I've been listening to a lot of his songs recently, man. I take it you've been using AI for your videos and a couple of things as well.
Yeah.
They look good, man.
Yeah.
You need to tell me what program you're using, because of, you know what I mean.
Well, I can't afford to pay people to come in and make
the same.
You know what I mean? It's like cheapish anyway, you know. So
hey, Terry Finch, meet Craig Snake. Make sure he's added to on Facebook. Craig, what's the best way for anyone to contact you? Craig makes computer games. He's not just a musician. He does other things. He nearly gave up on the music. This is one of his
pissed off
albums or something.
Sucks balls, to be perfectly honest. You know what I mean? It does. It really does.
It does.
But you can't give up. You know what I mean? You need to put the good frequencies out there to counteract all the bad ones that they're putting out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So how does anyone find you, Craig? What's the best way for anyone to find
Facebook,
you? Instagram,
I'm on Twitter, I'm going on Spotify, stuff like that. I'm making a new album now. I won't be Kung Fu Jesus anymore. I'm going to change my name to Thunderfrog.
Oh. Thunderfrog, hey.
Thunderfrog, man, fucking Thunderfrog.
Hey, why not? You know, just
Kung Fu Jesus has got to be a comic book though, so he stays alive, but I'm going to turn into a digital comic book based on the computer game. So I will be doing that as well.
I love Kung Fu Jesus, honestly, man. I swear, I know he's got about 100 songs, right? But 4 or 5 of them are just special to me, you know. Craig, Kung Fu Jesus, until the next time. Thank you, brother.
Cheers.
You know, from Scotland over to London. We're going to go Terry, then ZeXzy, the next 2 artists up, right? So, Terry Finch, introduce yourself and explain why you've got a band called Bloody Bollocks, and tell us the story behind the song Minimum Wage. Please, brother.
Well, yeah, I've got 2 separate projects on the go, like the Miss Serious stuff, which just goes under my name, you know, All Beautiful People and Find Me and all those kind of songs as well. But I suppose because I'm an old grumpy git now, nearly 60, I like to vent my spleen. And so I've got this kind of like alternate band on the side where I just moan about stuff really all the time. We did a gig a couple of weeks ago and we really smashed it. I can't believe how well it went down in Streatham in London. they really. So I'm quite enthusiastic about Bloody Bollocks as a band. I come and I make out I'm drunk. I've got like a bottle of Jack Daniels, but it's filled up with iced tea, and I'm swigging all the way through it. And I'm kind of sending up the archetypal Butlins performer, I suppose, when I'm doing it. But yeah, so that's what these songs are. So I like to keep the two things separate. I don't like to jumble them up too much.
It's comedy gold. As soon as ever do, I'm going to look through all your faces while you watch this, and you'll all be smiling from ear to ear. Just watch this. Terry Finch, one of his projects, Bloody Bollocks, with the track Minimum Wage. Sit back and enjoy. You can't not enjoy this. I swear. Look at the wig for a start, man. Oh, Hey, absolutely comedy genius. I just got a message from Craig saying, if you don't let me comment on Terry's song, I'm going to come down to Cornwall and kick your butt. So we have to go. We have to go Craig, then Kimbo, then our next guest, Steve. That's just brilliant, man. Craig, what was your thoughts there first? I know you're new friends with Terry.
Love it, mate.
Craig?
The lyrics are amazing. They're just reminds me of what's the name of that band again? They're new. Sleaford Mods. You're on the same kind of par with them, man. You know what I mean? You're just explaining what life's like for people who are like struggling. You know what I mean? And you're making it a fun day. You know what I mean? It's just it's great. What you're doing. More people should be writing songs like that, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's honest. It's fucking class.
Absolutely. I know you used to cut with the same.
Loads of great songs, man. I've heard about 6 or 7, and I pretty much like all of them. Man, he's a musical genius, mate.
Absolutely. I honestly, do you know something, Terry? I tell you that all the time, but I want to say brilliant. Kimbo, then our next guest, Steve Andrews, who's cut for the same cloth again. Craig, wait to hear his song coming up. Sorry if I'm changing the order here, but I just know sometimes I have to change it. If anyone's in a hurry, I'll always accustom them. But Kimbo, then Steve Andrews, what was your thoughts here?
I'll tell you, man, I love this out-of-pocket stuff. I mean, I really do. It was a hell of a lot of fun. I mean, the fact that you had a Hardy Boys toupee on, a bad shirt, a bad tie, and a really bad jacket, and your face was right in the camera. You know what I mean? It was like that guy who was annoying at work. You know, he's gonna talk like right here. But that was great. Plus the music was, I mean, I'm sorry, it was like Carnival on the beach in Puerto Rico or something. You know, it was just fantastic. I mean, again, I love that sort of stuff. So hey, I think it was great. I mean, really fun. Appreciate it, man. Good stuff.
Okay, bless you, man.
Oh, man. Well said, Kimbo, Captain Whitebeard. Now it's Captain Greenbeard. What was your thoughts there, brother?
Well, Terry, look, you know, I love your stuff. You've got, you know, the art of singer-songwriting. You've got it, you know. And this is another side of you. There was the humor in this one, and I absolutely loved it. And I'll tell you what I was thinking, because it's, you know, it was kind of hit quality to that song. And I was thinking about Top of the Pops. You know, it's a shame we don't have Top of the Pops anymore, but I could see, you know, that could have been on Top of the Pops. It was that good, and it was fun, and I loved it. It was just absolutely brilliant.
Oh, bless you, Steve. Thank you.
Well said, the three of you guys. I was watching all your faces. You were all loving it. Even the ladies were going, oh man, this is brilliant. Terry Finch, yeah, thanks for putting on a jumper actually during that song. He's actually went and get dressed. Well done, man.
The dressing gown, I'm not. I'm just trying to keep it
actually looks like a black jumper or something. Hey, I'm sorry if you're still in your dressing gown, man. I don't like crap in your style. Terry Finch, what's the best way for anyone to find you? He's got a website, you can't remember it. It's called raindanceterryfinch.com. He's Terry Finch pretty much on all social medias. Quite a unique name. I'll help you out, Tony. The last time, try to remember your website. Dude, we've not got that much time. Terry Finch, until the next time, absolute legend. Love you, man. To bits, So, from London over to Portugal next for another regular news show. Steve Andrews, introduce yourself, dude. And what's the story behind your song? Where does all the plastic go?
Well, I'm Steve Andrews, originally from Wales, now living in Portugal. My song, Where Does All the Plastic Go, is, you know, I think probably my most important song. It's, you know, the plastic pollution problem, you know, we all know about, and it's just getting worse. And I thought, I just got to do something. I got to take action. You know, people talk about taking action, which is important. And I thought, like, a way I could take action is actually write a song. You know, because that can reach a lot of people, that can raise a lot of awareness. So that's what I did. And Terry just held up my book, because I wrote a book. There's my book. And in
one of your books.
You are right. Yes, exactly. One of my books. And in this book is the story of my song and the lyrics of my song. And now we're going to hear my song. So yeah, where does all the plastic go?
You said it, Captain Greenbeard. Let's go without further ado. Sit back and enjoy. One love.
plastic plants, what about real plants? I saw the fake ones at the store. People must want them, people must buy them. I don't want to see anymore. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? It's not hunting that'll kill the last whale. Plastic will do it, it's a very sad tale. And all the albatrosses are dying out too. They keep on fishing in the oceans. Plastic stew. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? Plastic bag I bought, it very quickly broke. If it ever gets burned, there'll be poisonous smoke. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? Plastic kills the turtles and it's eaten by the fish. Plastic's in the food chain and the dinner on your dish. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? Was it you or was it me? Was it you or was it me?
Hey, Captain Greenbeard. And you know something? The most successful man with the ladies in the whole music family. See if you don't believe me, type in Steve Andrews, Britain's Got Talent, and you'll see him get every single female out of the crowd up on stage while he sings Stand By Me. None of us could do that, but he did. Our next guest is ZeXzy. I don't want to make you wait any longer, brother. Sorry for changing the order. Kimbo, then ZeXzy. What was your thoughts on Mr. Andrews' track there?
Well, I think basically, I love the song. It's very poignant for today. I think we discussed before. You know, you get a paper straw, but it's in a plastic wrapper. You know, I mean, what the heck is that? That's kind of self-defeating in all its ways. Now, when I was a kid, we'd turn in bottles, right? They weren't plastic; they were glass. You got a nickel for each bottle. I mean, that was more money than my allowance. So, you know, I was doing that, and it goes back and they melted it and bang, you know, you were good to go. But now if you walk on the beach, you used to look for beach glass. Now all you find is little flat pieces of plastic of different colors. You know, I just thought to myself, I'm not collecting beach glass anymore. I'm collecting beach plastic, you know, just because it's kind of decorative. I mean, that's ridiculous, but something's got to happen. Something's got to change, man. Good job, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kimbo.
And you know something, with people like Steve Andrews putting songs like that out, it's going to help. There is actually a few companies around the world that is trying to make biodegradable plastics and stuff like that. So they must have heard Steve's song, you know, I'm not kidding. ZeXzy over in New York, what was your thoughts before we get to your track, dude?
Oh yeah, Steve, that was a lovely one. I really like the guitar feel, and the fact that you shed some light on how much folks are abusing plastics. I did environmental plant physiology in school, and we were taught about how fishes ingest these plastics, and it stays in their system, and then man ingests it, and then it causes problem for man. So ever since then, I've been very, very particular about what I do with plastics around me. So it's good to know that someone is shedding light on that. And the fact that music is always the best conveyor of a message, no matter how well you word it. If it's put in music, people receive it better than when you just say it. So really great job, Steve.
Thank you, ZeXzy. And you know, you were just explaining there, you know, what I thought. You know, I can reach people, you know, with a song. And what you were saying as well about, you know, fish eating the plastic, and this is the problem, you know, it's like all the marine life are swallowing plastic. You know, we're seeing like whales which are dying because of plastic in them, and turtles that got plastic in them. All the marine life is swallowing the plastic, and it's just so sad. And we got to do something about it. So, you know, thank you.
We have thank you for doing that. Thank you so
Well
much.
said. Well said. Do you know something, Steve? It's more than just the animals that ingest plastic. All that. When you really look into what's going on, the whole the whole world is ingesting plastic, and you know, it's actually doubled up with the female hormone, estrogen. So I don't know what they're trying to do to the world, but listen, that's truth. Anyone wants to know what I'm talking about, hit me up in private. Steve Andrews, how does anyone contact you? He holds up a bit of paper with steveandrews.info on it. That's his website. No www. No need for it. steveandrews.info. Go and see what this man stands for. He's an absolute legend. Captain Greenbeard. Till the next time.
Thank you, Sparky. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Terry, for getting my book.
Hey, do you know something? I need to buy your book as well, man. Thanks, Steve. Until the next time.
Sparky, yes.
So, from Portugal over to New York 2.0. We've got 3 artists from New York tonight. And I don't feel comfortable calling a man ZeXzy, but I know there's a Z at the start of it. It's not S, you know. So, ZeXzy, could you introduce yourself and what's your story behind the song Live?
Thank
or
you
Live?
so much. I go by the name of ZeXzy, signed to Maple Grove Entertainment. I'm an eclectic musician from Nigeria. I do different styles of music. In fact, I'm working on an album right now titled Every Sound. So this song you're about to show to the world, titled Leave, is a single out of that song, and I featured Versus, the Canadian rapper, on that one. We shot the video here in Little Stony Point in New York. Lovely director, Austin Hine Productions. He really gave life to the video because I was trying to capture the essence of, you know, when you have that choice between leaving and, you know, giving up, committing suicide, or just giving up on your dreams generally in life. So we're able to depict that in the video, and I hope everyone gets to see it. So it was at a point in my life where, you know, I had lost my singing voice for like 15 years. I struggled with depression for a long time, and I was just trying to get myself back up. And when the pandemic hit, I told myself, look, if life were to end today, what would you tell God you did with the talent he gave you? And I didn't find a satisfactory answer because I was working a 9-to-5 job. And then I just, you know, took my bags, you know, went down to Lagos in Nigeria, went into the studio, started working on my music. And, you know, my record label signed me up, and then we just started putting out music. And one of those days it occurred to me that I had to make a choice to get to where I am today. And that choice was to leave rather than just existing. And that was what informed the title of the song, Leave, featuring Versus.
Hey, absolute beautiful introduction, man. ZeXzy, your first time on the show here. And this is ZeXzy featuring Versus with the song Live. Because, yeah, what you just said there must resonate to half the world, brother. Back and enjoy. One love, ladies and gentlemen.
I choose to live. I've watched time pass me by. Did all I had to do. Paid all the sacrifice. But nothing went as it should. My misery, yeah, it's shocking me. The Titanic is starting to sink. My enemies, yeah, they're stalking me. See them dragging me to breathe. But I choose to live. Oh, when I'm empty inside, I'd rather rise and float. I choose to breathe. Oh, I'm not gonna give in
Yeah, I choose to live, refuse to give up, although I'm losing it. Confused and abused up inside this music biz, a lunatic trapped in my brain. I wanna be a fugitive, elude the thinking that I'm not enough. It is torture. I go yell on the track, but damn it, that's somebody's daughter. I put on a persona, I'm not understood. It is awful. I'm an iceberg waiting for someone to look under the water, and that's deep. I fear if they find me, they might crash on a dark path. Somebody please turn on the light fast, as the shadows dance to your heartbeat and deplete you. At least you keep them dancing. If the beat stops, they don't need to. The sequel is you'll get another shot, and so you choose to try and make the angels dance too. The shadows move aside and cohabit. I commit to fight, it's do or die. I commit to try. Committing is more than just isn't worth it, and I said it before. Too many friends that are tortured as mental health is ignored, and the pain travels from you to your family's core. It'd be too late for you to see that you regret it for sure. I'll be the eyes if you're overwhelmed by the storm. I'll be your voice if you're losing all the strength in your chords. I'll be your legs to carry the weight on your shoulders. I'll be the ear, so tell me the story that would have never been told.
But I choose to live. Oh, when I'm empty inside, I'd rather rise and float. I choose to breathe. Not gonna give in to life, I'd rather dream more. I choose to breathe. I choose to live. I choose not to breathe. I'm not gonna give in to life. No, I wouldn't give in to life. I choose to live.
Absolutely beautiful, but honestly, just actually fantastic.
Thank you so much, Sparky.
Absolutely wonderful. Kimbo, then Ryan, and Ryan Jr. is there as well here. Kimbo, then Ryan, what was your thoughts here, guys?
I was thinking I'm glad you clued us in on how things went. I can only imagine losing your voice, and as a vocalist, I mean, you've lost your joy. I mean, that's what you did. That's your love. That's how you express yourself, is through singing. So it's noble that you came back. The fact that, you know, you said live, I choose to live. It's a very noble thing that you fought your way back. I appreciated the music. The lyrics, of course, are very poignant. But what really kept it like going was that rap about 2 minutes in, you know. And again, the lyrics, they stole the show, because that's what it's about. It's a story of how you overcame. So I think it's great. Plus the message on the end, there's a lot of people out there with the same feelings, and you know, we really need to be on top of that stuff too.
Thank you so much.
Well said, Captain Whitebeard. Ryan, smiles are free hardy. You can just tell what this man stands about as well with a name like that. What was your thoughts there, dude? I saw your junior jumping in as well.
I like it. It was a powerful message. The production was great. Your voice is amazing. It was overall it was good. The message was, I like the message. You can either give up or keep going. You know?
Thank you so much.
Well said, well said. So ZeXzy, I'd like to thank your manager, Jamie, for reaching out to us. And how does anyone contact you? What's the best way to find you, dude?
Yeah, you can reach me on across most of the social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, that's X, on Mr. ZeXzy, that's MRZEXZY. But on Facebook, it's ZEXZY. So that's how you can.
Yeah, you're a sexy bugger, aren't you? You're ZeXzy bugger.
Thank you so much, Sparky. Thank you guys so much.
I've got a girlfriend and stuff like that, but I'm just letting you know the name. I had to ask my housemate, say, how should I do I call them sexy? I'm like, I think it is ZeXzy. So until the next time, thank you very much.
Thank you.
From one
Thank
New
you. Thank
Yorker
you.
to the next, from ZeXzy over to Ryan Smiles Are Free Hardy. Ryan, introduce yourself, dude. Who is Ryan Smiles Are Free Hardy, and what's the story behind your song? These words
Well,
won't hurt me more than they hurt you.
Yes, it's a song, you know, as some of you know, I used to have a big drinking problem. And, you know, when I was drinking, I ruined a lot of things for a lot of people and made a lot of bad decisions. And that's what the song's about, you know, losing people that you love that deserve to leave you, you know, you're in the wrong. Back then, I didn't see it, you know, I didn't think I was in the wrong, but I was.
Hey, you're so humble. Your music is absolutely incredible. Just sit back and enjoy Ryan Smiles Are Free Hardy. This song's called These Words Hurt Me More Than They Hurt You. Sit back and enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. And then we've got 3 more songs after this. One love.
You know, in life, we all make mistakes. Can't change the past. Life ain't no Nintendo game, man. We can change. We can change the future. For everybody, for the kids, they're the future of the world. Every second of every minute of every hour of every day of every year. And make it better. Forget the past, man. Come on. Fuck. My friend saw you out late last night, and you were holding hands with another guy. You told me you went to work all night, but I guess you lied. Serves me right. I should have seen it in the first place. She was too beautiful for my taste. Should have never called her back in the first place. Now I'm sitting here all alone. I'm in the worst case. I should have done right in the first place. These words hurt me way more than they hurt you. These words hurt me. Time I guess we're through. It's true, I really lost you. It's not your fault, it's all mine. I left you alone one too many times. I made you sad and made you cry. It seemed like it happened every night. Now as I sit here all alone, regret creeps inside my mind. I knew that she was too beautiful to ever be mine. Too beautiful to ever be mine. These words hurt me way more than they hurt you. These words hurt me. I guess this time we're through. Now the day is coming soon, yeah. When you're walking out the door, please don't go. You said there's nothing I can do to change your mind, but I hate myself, so you were always right. Now I have to live with regret and see you with another man. Wish I could just turn back time. I miss you every day and every night. I wish you were still mine. Yeah. These words hurt me way more than they hurt you. And these words hurt me. I guess this time we're true. I guess we're through. I really lost you.
Hey, do you know something, dude? With a name like Smiles Are Free, everybody knows that you're a nice man, don't they? I mean, that wouldn't be your middle name for nothing, you know. Let's go Kimbo and Paddy from the Pint Thieves as the next guest. So Kimbo, then Paddy.
Well, it's you know, you're speaking of a huge loss, and when you find out it's yourself finally, and you agree with yourself that you did it, that's a painful thing. Hopefully through the music that's been able to steady you, and I think it most likely probably has. So it's another lyrically strong song, and the acoustic guitar was perfect, wasn't too heavy. It was the perfect vessel for the lyrics, I think. And you know, you added a little fuck, and that was good. So, but nice job, man. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
Well said, right, Beard. Paddy, what's your thoughts here, brother?
I thought that was a great song. I think the story sells it 100%. I want to listen to it again so I can even listen more closely to the lyrics that you wrote. But that driving guitar too, it's nice, it's there, it's present. It's just an all-around really wonderful song. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well said, dude. Well said. So, Ryan, what's the best way for anyone to reach out? You just so you know, we've got Paddy, then we've got Anubis, then we've got Robert, then we've got Katria. We've got 4 more songs. I hope you can all stay to the end. But what's the easiest way for anyone to find you, Ryan?
I'm on all social medias. Ryan Smiles a Free Hardy. Facebook is Ryan Smile Hardy. All major music platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, all that. YouTube, Ryan Smiles a Free Hardy.
Hey, pleasure to have you back on the show again, man. Until the next time.
Thank you.
Ryan,
Thanks for
happy
having me.
everybody. Oh, pleasure's ours, dude. So from New York over to California for a debutant. It's a short and sweet song, this. It's in the 2 minutes, but it's absolutely amazing. Paddy, who are the Pint Thieves and what's the story behind the song Anzac, Jack?
All right, so the Pint Thieves have been around for about 14 years. We do a lot of work just on the west coast of the U.S. here. The song Anzac Jack was written, boy, almost 10 years ago. And it really took us all this time to try and actually get it released. But it's always been one of the crowd favorites that people come to the shows for. And we ended up, we did a record in 2017 with a whole bunch of different tunes on it. And for whatever reason, that one just didn't make the cut. So it was great to be able to put this one out as a single here. And yeah, I think we just released this about maybe 6 months ago or so. So it's been getting a lot of good traction for us on all the different digital platforms and whatnot.
It's an instant, it does something to you as soon as you hear it. There's no video for it, but just sit back and enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen. The Pint Thieves with their wonderful track, Anzac Jack. Honestly, smells to your ears as it watch this. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the tale of Anzac Jack, a stranded hero of Gallipoli. Prosperous was held by the Ottomans. Norway lay through the Black Sea. Anzac Jack was the son of a bitch in 1915. He bid us farewell, brave and bold as I had told. 730 Turks, he trumpeted them to hell. Johnny Turkmaid and trapping in the valley of hell with his 130 brand. Bloodstained coast, it right bullets, it right shells. Jan he pressed on, now every April we drink McJack's Ghost. Anzac Jack was the son of a bitch in 1915. He bid us farewell, brave and bold as iron told. 730 Turks, he trumpeted them to hell. Anzac Jack was the son of a bitch in 1915. He bid us farewell, brave and bold as iron told. 730 turns, he took with them to hell. Anzac Jack!
Stop that, the button there. That was Anzac Jack. That was like Celtic music. Do you know what Celtic is? It's like Scottish, Irish, and bits of Welsh. That I couldn't help myself. That my full body was going. If you're not a Celt, you might say, "What is this rubbish?" You know. But I'll absolutely freaking love that, Paddy. That's Celtic Music 101. Kimbo, Anubis, Morrison, you're the next guest. So Kimbo, then Anubis. What was your thoughts there?
Well, you know, any song that transports me somewhere is always great. And what that did, as a Celt myself, it transported me to a pub, you know, and everybody's singing along. And I think it's kind of a cool thing that you never did put it out on the album, because now that's what everybody's going to come to hear. When you slip that in, they're going to go crazy. I can see without, it's a total audience participation tune. And
Yeah.
it's great. Right along the lines of, I don't know, cross between Flogging Molly and the Murphys. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
would walk 500 miles. Is that something like
totally
that? You know,
enjoyed.
is it? Ladies and gentlemen, you all have to go up. You have to do your Irish dancing here for, you know, this is the Pint Thieves with their wonderful track, Anzac. Jack, you could dominate actual people in the crowd with that song. Well said, Kimbo. Anubis Morrison would hear this man speak. Anubis, what was your thoughts?
Oh man, I thought that was really, it put a smile on my face. It was catchy. It was really good. It is like like he was saying, it's like an anthem song. You could see that being like on a TV show, like the theme song for that show. It just was really good, nice and short, to the point. I really enjoyed it. I thought it, like I said, very catchy writing. It just, yeah, it was really fun, very well written, man. I really enjoyed it. Definitely.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Well said, Anubis, well said. So Paddy, what's the best way for anyone to find the Pint Thieves? It's a very unique name, so social media won't be a problem, but if you got a website, drop it.
We do. Yep. It's pintthieves.com. And it's the best way to reach us. You can get to all the social medias from there. You can get to all the music from there. Everything you need, Pint Thieves, can be found at the website.
Well, thanks for being a marvellous guest, Paddy. Hopefully you can hang around for Anubis, Robert, and Catria's last 2 songs here. Pint Thieves, till the next time. One love. So from California over to Texas, I return to the show for one of my dear friends, Anubis Morrison. He came an hour early today, but we won't say that live. I don't want to embarrass him. Anubis, who is Anubis Morrison as an artist, and what's the story behind your song Never Ending Days?
Let's see here. Anubis Morrison is a solo act now, has been for 13 years, however it's been. So I do everything. All my guitars are Martin acoustic guitars, even though it's distorted. Just kind of went solo, do everything myself. Really enjoy just doing everything myself. No drama, none of that kind of stuff. I do have guest musicians sometimes that come in and play some parts. The song Never Ending Days I actually wrote when I was having a fallout with my last band. And I finally recorded it, I don't know, a few years ago as a full song. And it basically, when I was writing it, I guess it was just about the time of my life. We all have it where it feels like never ending days. It feels like, is anything going to ever change? Everything felt kind of like stagnant. It wasn't moving forward. And you're wondering when the universe or whatever is going to change things for you. You know, the next phase or next step in your life. So that's pretty much, it's not like a deep emotional song, but just really a contemplating song about, like I said, never ending days where you feel like, when is the next phase of my life? So yeah, and that's pretty much where it came from.
Hey, then you can tell us after the song why you call yourself Anubis Morrison, because that's such a unique name. Never Ending Days by my good friend over in Texas, Anubis Morrison. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy the third last song of the evening. One love.
I'm falling out of
Gary McCartney, aka Anubis Morrison. Brother, love you to bits, man. Do you know? And I know you're still in pain because Anubis lost his other half in the last couple of years, and it's been a terrible time for him, man. And I think you're right. Lots of your songs have got a bit of I'm missing you in it, but I don't want to talk about that and bring that up. I'm sorry, bro. Kimbo, then Robert, our next guest. But Anubis, love you to bits, man. Kimbo, then Robert, our next guest.
Oh, you really captured the idea of being despaired. And when you're despairing, it seems like time is the enemy because it's moving so slow. It's like time's going, I want you to despair some more. Hey, you're not done yet, but just staring off into space, not seeing anything, but just feeling your liquid despair. I mean, very good. And I'll tell you what, you had that. What did you say? You using Martin guitar. Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, you got almost an electric crunch out of there. you had some crunchy guitar work right there in the beginning, and it was great chording. So that was cool stuff. But yeah, I mean, I liked it a lot. Very nice.
Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Well said, Kimbo. Robert Castelli over in Barcelona.
Yeah, man. I reminded me of music I grew up with, and I think that the vibe of the tune really went with the lyrics, and then the fact that you had the lyrics on the video. I love that guitar work, it's like and the harmonies, you did all that yourself. Yeah, that's cool, man. It's really, yeah, it's it all supports itself, like it was not one person, and no, just the vibe was just really good, man, really good. It brought me back. Yeah.
Yeah, brother, much appreciated. Thank you.
Well said, Robert. Do you know that, like, see, Anubis in his younger days is one of the most rockiest, heavily metalist people you ever get. He had we've got a green beard, we've got a white beard, we've got Mark Still red beard. Anubis had like a 12-inch yellow beard, and he shaved it off just before I met him. Oh, bro, Anubis Morrison. How does everyone find you, bro? He's got a very unique name, but Anubis Morrison. How does anyone contact you?
Oh man, real easy. I mean, I'm all over, all over the internet. If you type in Anubis Morrison, it'll come up on Google. Of course, I prefer everybody to go to YouTube and type in Anubis Morrison, and it'll come up. But all you got to do is type that in, because there is only one Anubis Morrison, and it'll come up in the first 3 pages of Google. So very easy to find. Very easy to find.
Hey, brother, love you to bits, man. Thank you for yet another appearance here, Anubis Morrison. Until the next time.
Thank you.
So, from Texas over to Barcelona, where I spent 6 months of my life, Robert Castelli has returned to the show. Robert Castelli, who are you as an artist, and what's the story behind the song Vamos?
Well, we got a couple of New Yorkers here. I'm from New York. I'm not Spanish. I came here from Vienna. But anyway, the song Vamos means let's go or come on. And I had not written any music or put out any music. I had written music and played it live in my repertoire for quite some time, but I hadn't released it. So Vamos is the beginning of the first song on the new release, and it's really like Let's Go. And it starts with like a little hook, but then it just goes boom. Forgive the pun, because that's the name of the band, but yeah, that's the story behind the thing. Like, come on, let's go.
Absolutely fantastic. And you're the drummer.
It's the only instrumental song of the group here, so I hope you'll stay with us.
Hey, but we're finishing the show with 2 instrumentals, yourself and then the one and only Katria. So Robert Castelli and the band Boom with the song Vamos. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely world class, man. Enjoy. And do you know what? All I can think to say to you, Robert, is when they play the maraca, she goes cheek cheeky boom, cheek cheeky boom. That's all I can say to you right now. I don't even know if I said it right. Kimbo, then our final guest, Katria. What was your thoughts there? Kimbo, then Katria. And sorry for I just wasted a good saying there, but yeah, you know what I mean. Kimbo, then Katria.
Yeah, the music really, I mean, had the Barcelona beat to a large degree, but frankly, I mean, it's kind of a smooth jazz, classic jazz morph, which I love. And you know, the fact of the matter is, I'm thinking Greg Karukas on keyboards, maybe Avenue Blue with the guitar, just a really nice mash. And I'll tell you, the drumming was superb too, because it filled in all the spots that had to be, you know. So I think it was great. I love it. I think it's just like being in any jazz club in New York or Boston or Philly. You know what I'm saying? So perfect.
I appreciate that, and I just wanted to stress that I wrote that music, and I'm a drummer. I've been playing the guitar for a long time as well, and I even have some guitar work on some of my other releases. But I want to stress that fact. So for any drummers out there, to encourage them to be more musical, write some music, get somebody to help you if you have to, whatever.
Well said, Dave. Well said.
Thank you, Kimbo. Thank you.
Well said. Before you go, Katria, Christine, who is a jazz artist, what was your thoughts there on that track? Because I could just imagine you singing along to yourself.
Yeah, I love jazz. Been to lots of jazz jams. It took me right there. So yeah, fantastic drumming. I love that you composed it too. I feel the same way. I feel like, we need more of that because there's a lot of talent out there. And yeah, it was so many layers, and I liked how you just took me to all these different places, and the ending was great. I loved how you finished it off. So awesome.
Well, thanks.
Really enjoyed it.
Very much. Thanks.
Yeah.
Well said, Christine. Now the one and only Katria. I've got my white beard, my green beard, my red beard, and I've also got Katria Jael. She is such an amazing lady. Katria, what was your thoughts on Robert before we get to your section in the final part of the evening?
Man, I love this. I love this kind of music too. In fact, I've been kind of working in that area here lately myself. It had that nice Mediterranean, Latin, bossa nova, jazzy texture to it, and that's just ear candy all the way around. Great layers, great drumming. The only thing I would have suggested, horns. Where were the horns?
Well, I mean, I did this just before. As a matter of fact, this was never really finished because this was recorded 1 week before official lockdown, where you couldn't go out of your house, and if you did, you had to wear gloves. So we were going to go back in the studio, and we weren't able to do anything. In fact, I didn't know if I was going to release this because I had recorded it in March. And everything got locked down, and the world was going to end. And then in November, I'm like, well, I have some good stuff here, and it's not the final product that I wanted, but I want to put it out. And I got nothing but great response, thanks to the amazing musicians who are involved in it. So
yeah, this is a standalone piece. I mean, it's great the way it is. My ears were just inserting, the saxophone and the trumpet and everything else into it. The producer part of me, had to get its teeth into it. But absolutely awesome job. Very good, Robert. Very good.
Thank you.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Just well done. So, Robert, what's the best way for anyone to find you? Robert Castelli.
You get robertcastelli.com, and I just want to say something about Spotify. I put this. If you look now and find this music, you're going to see very few hits because it's only been on the streaming platforms for about 3 weeks because I didn't put it out on any of that because I don't get paid. So now I put it out because it's been a couple of years, and I'm doing new music now, and we'll be putting it out in a couple of months. And I'm going to put a teaser on Spotify, but I really don't encourage people to spend. It's not what other business model is spend thousands of dollars producing something and then give it away. Nobody does that. Did Bill Gates give away fucking Microsoft? You know what I mean? Like, so support. If you like the music and you want to buy it from Bandcamp. If you want to stream it and you like it and you turn your friends on, that's cool. I put it out there, so that's it. But that's my feeling about that. And robertcastelli.com. Robert Castelli Bandcamp. Okay.
Hey, Robert, thanks for coming back on the show again. Till the
My
next time, my brother in Barcelona. Robert Castelli, everyone.
Thank you.
So, for the final part of the evening, she's from New Mexico. She's one of the most helpful ladies I've ever met in my life. Katria Jael, aka Katria. She does songs in every genre. She just wakes up during the night like Elton John and decides to write songs. And hey, this one's called Blues 420. Katria, introduce yourself. Who are you as an artist? And what's the story behind your song, Blues 420?
Let's see. As an artist, you know, I'm one of those eclectic, bohemian, hippie, laid back kind of, you know, women. I you know, I just touch on a bit of everything. When it comes to music, it's not about, well, sometimes it's about the emotion, but it's about what I hear. You know, I'll pick up on a sound, and then whatever happens, it just builds from that one sound, and I never know what I'm going to end up with it by the time this track is finished. You know, I could start off with a blues and end up with a Latin beat. I could start off with a country beat and end up with a heavy metal rock. You know, it just is in how the sounds blend together for me. Blues ballad, it started off with the bass beat. I mean, I just absolutely adore this bass in this track. You know, there's really no, you know, depth or emotional, you know, story to this. It's just about what I hear and what, you know, what comes from what I squash together. I don't stick to any specific genre. I could end up with a rap, hip hop sound, and then put it in with a heavy metal, you know, guitar track, and then end up with a, you know, a country beat. And it just, my music babies, you know, they decide what they want to be. So actually, this was blues ballad to start with. Now it is blues 420. So I hope you guys enjoy it. You know, pay particular attention to that bass.
Katria does all her production in her little tiny bedroom. And you know something, see if she could have a real studio. She's one of the best producers on the planet Earth. Sit back and enjoy Katria Jael with Blues 420. Final song of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. An instrumental again, One Love. Katria. And she openly admits that I made that last night at 2:00 in the morning. I was finished for 2:30. You know, it's like she's got so much talent. It's a joke. She makes some of the best EDM music I've ever heard in my life. Honestly,
I think you should call Quentin Tarantino for his next film.
hey, what's his number, Robert? You got his number there. Let's do a round robin. You can say something to Katria. Any thoughts in the evening in general? Let's start from the bottom. Let's go ZeXzy, Robert, then Anubis. That sounds like Sexy Robert, doesn't it? ZeXzy, then Robert, then Anubis.
Yeah, I really like the sound of the music because it gives me that like walking through Paris, like, you know, just going through the city center, you're hearing music from somewhere, you don't know where it's playing from, but you just know you like the sound, and it kind of gives you like the sound of the entire city. Like, it just makes you feel at home. It's warm and it's very intense. And then somebody said it sounds like a soundtrack, and I thought so too. Like, you know, maybe when an actor is going through the city and his hands is in his coat, and he's just, you know, walking through the city and the sound is playing. So it just gives you a picture. It's not a song that leaves you blank. So I really enjoyed it. It took me somewhere. I enjoyed it. And to your point again, with letting the music breathe, I don't know why people put boundaries to music. I just allow myself to do whatever, or allow the music to do with me whatever it wants to. I don't really pre-plan anything. I just enjoy it. So I really like the way you make your
Just
music.
be damned.
Honestly, Katria's going to reach out to you now, and she's going to offer you services for a song now. So honestly, I can't wait to see it. Robert, Anubis, then Christine. Let's do the round robin here. Robert, then Anubis.
First, I want to thank you for calling me sexy. And no, but I really think the music had a really visual quality, you know. And even though there were not lyrics, you were like kind of brought along on this kind of thing, and that's why I thought soundtrack. You know, it sounds like a rainy day, sort of like, or you know, or maybe dusk, or you know, really for me, kind of had a Tarantino vibe to it. You know, so I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well
yeah.
said.
Most of my music is a visual thing. That's what I guess I'm shooting for. Is it tells a story, you know, and stands up all on its own. Although I like lyrics in that, you know, but you know, that's I guess my gift is to tell a story with the music.
I would like to add one more thing, because blues is not like, I don't know, a long form, and it doesn't have a lot of things. Still, there was something said and a story told in that thing, and I don't think that's so easy to do. You know, I really don't. You know?
Hey, see the amazing thing about making an instrumental song is other people can sing over it, obviously with your permission, etc. Because I was sitting singing words to myself, like, you know, you all probably doing the same there, you know. So, and an instrumental song get more chance of making it into a movie than someone that's honestly, absolutely.
Sure.
So, Anubis in Texas, then Christine in Boston. What was your thoughts there? Final compliments of the evening, Roundhouse.
I think,
Anubis?
for the most part, for me, everybody hit the nail on the head with what I would say. And it does have that soundtrack kind of feel. I was feeling like, yeah, Quentin Tarantino, almost a James Bond, or even Monk, if anybody remembers that show Monk. You know, it just could fit. It's hard to make an instrumental that has lyrics with not having lyrics, because what everybody said, it creates a theme. When you let that music flow like you did through you, it creates an environment without having a singer or any lyrics. It's singing on its own without lyrics, and you could feel it. You let the music flow through you, and it does have that soundtrack kind of vibe to it. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Well said, Anubis, you know, and I've got my three amigos. I've got much more than that, but I've got Steve, I've got Mark, I've got Peter, I've got my four amigos and Kimbo, and then I've got Katria wants to help you all. She wants to do little profiles in you all and do so much stuff. So you're going to see Katria reach out to you. Katria, I love you to bits. Christine, then Paddy. 5 more comments here. Christine, then Paddy.
Yeah, I mean, everybody said kind of what I was thinking as well. Fabulous. I love that. And definitely I'd like to try to sing over it someday, but
Be my guest. Be my guest.
Okay.
I'm willing to collab with anybody. You know, I'll share
Okay, cool.
royalties. I'm not greedy.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and I almost feel like another version could maybe even have like a upfront bass kind of part to it, you know, like a little bit of a
Yeah.
solo almost there, like kind
I
of just
sort of leave voids in there so others can
yeah.
jump on my tracks because I am a producer, you know, beat maker. I don't, you know, have the talent for lyrics or singing, but you know, so I kind of have been trying to leave some room for others. So
Well, I'll
hence
definitely
the
check out your EDM stuff too, because I've done a little of that. But overall, I
I've
just
got
want to
plenty.
say, yeah, okay. Thank you. I just want to say thank you, Sparky. Thanks for having me. It's my first time and I've had a really good time hearing. I love hearing all the different styles, all the backstories. You know, everybody's super talented. So thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. You can find
Appreciate
me
that. You
in
know,
Elise.
isn't it a beautiful way to spend an hour and a half of your time? You know, honestly, it's like being involved in live television. You know, it's, you say, this isn't a podcast. We need to rename this. You want to come on our MTV or something because you're in the presence of other artists, and you can't wait to hear what each other's. Oh, I can't wait to hear what Paddy wrote his song for. That it's you know, isn't it just great? You know, people come here, they go, oh, I have to go in 30 minutes, and then they're upset that they have to leave. You know, it's a brilliant place. So I'm going to try and set up 3 days a day. And Christine, thank you for a wonderful comment. Love you to bits, Dan, all right. Paddy, then Terry, then Whitebeard, then Greenbeard. Paddy.
All right, Kasha, I want to listen to that song in headphones. I want to hear the things that we can't hear that were present over the internet. So that's the first thing I want to do as soon as I get off of this program. And Sparky, thank you so much for inviting me. This has been a wonderful experience, and yeah, I hope to do it again. It was really, really wonderful.
Paddy, it's only yourself and ZeXzy that are not lifetime members in this room at the moment. Everyone else, Anubis is on like his 8th show, Terry's on his 9th, Steve's on about his 130th. You know, Christine's on her first catch. Come and look, this is what I want to do, right? An artist can only have the energy to promote your most recent song, yeah? So what do you do with all your other songs? Forget about them? Yes, you do. No, listen. When you come on this show, see, once there's a show made, who cares how many people's watching it now on Facebook? Who cares? This gets written into articles, distributed on a regular basis. On a weekly basis, I'll be sharing my articles with all the guests here. So I will continue to promote this one song. So you're borderline insane if you just take the free show and run and grab like some people do. You know, oh, you silly bugger. Why don't you come on and introduce all your songs through time and have a help with someone promoting them? Because that's what everybody needs. A song's only old when you stop promoting it. So I'm trying to make a platform where you bring a song on here, it'll never go old. And for anyone who's not heard your music, it's all new to them. So you think your old song from 2 years, that's just as new as your latest track to most people. So I'm sorry for putting in. Terry, Kimbo, then Steve, then I need to go because my housemate's, he's a DJ. I wait to hear DJ Whaley, but that's a future. Terry, Kimbo, Steve.
Yeah, I was losing myself in that track. It was nice. I really like the Rhodes piano in that. It did have that film noir feel to it, you know, like detectives and, you know,
Dick Tracy.
Yeah, Dick Tracy. That's what I was grasping.
CSI. What's CSI, Katria?
Oh yeah, I have.
Sorry, Terry.
All right. Oh, what was I saying?
I'm sorry, this Scottish. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, because I've got a head full of cotton wool at the moment.
Let's face it, Terry. You're looking at these next 2 gentlemen to come ahead with the beards, and you're like, nobody cares what I've got to say with my little baby face chin. You know, when there's the white beard and green beard to come up. Terry Finch, I'm only kidding, love you to bits. Kimbo and Steve, the last 2 comments of the evening. What was your thoughts there, gents?
Well, you know, music is in the ear of the beholder, and it's funny. What I felt kind of a mysterious feel, like maybe I'm walking down the narrow streets of Morocco looking for a new fez. Kind of a mysterious Middle Eastern vibe. That's some of the nuances that I felt there. I
It's
gotta
from
say
squash and
the
onwards.
I got an old fez, but anyway, it's you know, the guitar was well voiced, I thought, perfectly. There was a nice bass add towards the end that helped strengthen the tempo to carry it to the end. And I just think it was really terrific. And you can catch whatever you want out of an instrumental, and I think that's the great thing about it. And the way you wrote the music, hey, I was able to see it differently than everybody else, and you know, and that's a good thing. It's kind of a miracle, you know.
You listen with your ears, not your eyes.
Hey, do you know, some people, or most people, they take like months to perfect the song. Katria literally decides, but and that's ready. Here you go. So Katria's not saying this is my best product final ever. She's got 500 or 600 songs that she's made like that. So see, with the help of anybody else that can be bothered maximizing or, you know, making the song as good as it could be, Katria, you're an absolute diamond in the rough, you know. Steve Andrews, final bit here, this man, Mr. Greenbeard.
Well, I was one of the people that thought soundtrack, so I was actually very glad to hear that everybody is agreeing with me. Soundtrack. And Katria, you know, I've told you on previous shows, I've said this could be soundtrack. And I'm just going to like end my comments here with saying WeGetArtists.com. I think, Katria, you may even know it. And I heard from WeGetArtists.com this morning, in fact, and quite a few of my songs have been heard on WeGetArtists.com. You know, so I'm not saying I haven't got like one license to anything, but they're getting heard, which is good. So I was very pleased about that, and I'm hopeful that I am going to succeed on WeGetArtists.com. And because everybody here is saying you got soundtrack song there, I'm saying get it on WeGetArtists.com. And so yes. I'll leave it there. So that's what
I'm going to jump in before you reply to that, Katria. Sorry, I'm going to jump in. Steve Andrews, was that in the LinkedIn group that you left the other week there? And I thought, come back. This is the one we're putting all the powerful businessmen in. And then he come back. Barry Coughing has been getting his artist music into films for 25 years. His company is called WeGetArtists.com, including Marvel, all sorts of relationships. This man is the real deal. I met him at the start of 2021, and I never started to promote him till 2 years later, till I knew he's the real deal. And you know, he actually is, you know. So WeGetArtists.com, he's been on and he's done a presentation on one of my shows. And you know what he says? I get hundreds and hundreds of emails every day, and I don't open them. But see, if Sparky tells me, check this song out, that's what he actually said in the show, I will listen to it. And, you know, so Katria, if you play a card right, I'll tell Barry to check one of your songs out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I joined We Get Artists, so I'm on there now.
Katria, how does everyone find you? Because I'm not just saying this. If you type in Katria Jael, she's got 4 or 5 Facebook pages that she's lost access. What's the best way to find you, woman?
Lady Raven 55, you know, it's got my logo. If you see my logo on there, that's where you find me. I'm on YouTube, We Get Artists, Instagram, LinkedIn, BandLab. You know, just look up Katria Jael and you'll find me. And on YouTube, it's at CatJael55.
Hey, it's still a lot of hard work, right? So what I'm going to tell everyone, Katria's the admin, just like Peter is in WhatsApp. Katria's the admin in the Telegram group, which we're going to invite many people, and I want her to be part of things. So Katria Jael, love you to bits. To everyone making their debuts tonight, this has been awesome. Believe it or not, I've done 3 shows today, and I'm exhausted now. I love you all to bits. Katria, thank you, Peter, Steve, everybody who come tonight. I'm going to say goodbye to Facebook first of all. Goodbye, Facebook. Not that we really care about you. Bye. And then we say,
take care, everyone.
To the main recording, for your views in there, we want world peace. I like to stop the main recording. We're trying to get all the artists to put their views in the air. I've got 1,000+ people doing this one.